Welcome everybody to the first video as part of the series Microsoft Copilot Studio in a Day. My name is Craig Kreskis. In this first video, you will learn how to build your first Copilot in Copilot Studio. Now, to give you a visual roadmap of how the labs are laid out and where we're going to go, you'll see first you'll create a new Copilot. You'll test your bot. Then we'll go in and edit an existing topic, and then I'll show you how to access the demo site where you could potentially publish your bot. So let's get started in the first step, and that's to create a new custom Copilot. You'll go to the website, copilot.microsoft.com, and here on the homepage, we'll just go ahead and select Create. And you've given two options. We'll select option on the left, that's just create a new Copilot. Now, there are a couple of ways to accomplish this, and as you go through the workshop, you'll explore those. But let's go ahead and take advantage of the Copilot experience embedded inside of Copilot Studio by just simply typing in what it is you want to create. So you'll see in the labs, you want to create a customer service bot that will help end users with order details and order processing. Type that in, go ahead and hit select or enter. And then as you see in the conversation, the Copilot experience in Copilot Studio is asking you for a little bit more specific information as to what to include. You'll say, we'll use a professional and friendly tone. Any other tips? Go ahead and type in none. And then are there any topics we should exclude or we shouldn't help or talk about? In this scenario, we offer you the advice for financial information to be excluded. Select, and then you'll select Create on the top right corner. Now, this just takes a few minutes, especially if it's the first time that you're setting up your Copilot. Once it's complete, you see here you've got yourself a Copilot experience. And let's go ahead and edit. You can rename your Copilot because we're going to use this throughout the workshop, and that's Customer Service Copilot. And you could change the icon. You could add a little bit more description if you want. Go ahead and hit save, and you've effectively created your first Copilot. Now let's go ahead and edit and take a look at, I should say, the experiences here. You've got topics, channels where you'll go ahead and publish, and then you can always return back to the overview of your Copilot. Now let's go ahead and test our bot. We'll go ahead and select test in the top right corner. And you'll select here to turn on the track between topics and then start to ask your questions. So for example, you'll wake up the bot or the Copilot by just selecting hello, which is one of the topics here on the left you can see for greeting. And it says, how can I help you today? And you're going to take advantage of the topics that were already included. For example, locating stores near me. And you could see that the Copilot experience returns 3 different options. I'll select Redmond. And then you could see as you're selecting or testing your bot or your Copilot, on the left, it will navigate through the flow of that creation of that bot. You can always turn off test to hide that panel, and then you could select topics to see all the other topics that are, again, out of the box already created for us. So let's go ahead and open up an existing topic. For example, you see here the simple topic with a condition and a variable. And I'm going to make a copy of that. So it's a good practice, obviously, to, as you see in the labs, to make a copy of an existing topic and then rename it. So all you have to do is double click and then rename your topic. And again, according to the lab, you go ahead and select or type in get store locations. And now you see you've got another topic in your list of inventory. And then as the lab state, you want to go ahead and just update these conditions and putting in the appropriate cities. And we're going to create another option, right? For the user, in this case here, I'm going to enter in Bellevue. And if I scroll down, I'm going to insert a message and I'll provide a message here. And so you can see that as the user integrates or works with the Copilot experience, They select Bellevue. This is the directions or the location that they'll be presented with. Go ahead and click anywhere, save your bot, and then let's go ahead and return to the topics. And here you can see you want to make sure that the topic the original topic is disabled so there isn't any confusion. So you can disable that and then make sure that your current Get Store Locations topic is enabled. And as you'll see throughout the workshop, you're just going to always test your bot after the work that you do. It's also good to hit save and publish. We'll talk through that as we get into the labs. And again, ask the question, is there a store near me? It asks me which location. So now notice there's a fourth option. I'll select Bellevue, and then it provides me with those answers. Go ahead and hit settings, and we'll click on security. Some other features you're going to want to make sure that is part of the workshop is under authentication. Make sure that you have no authentication selected. We'll save that. We'll save the bot. And then if you come back here into the overview page, you select publish. Go ahead and publish. This takes just a few minutes to publish. And then on the top right corner, under settings, as I mentioned, you'll want to go to the demo site. So this is a good way if you wanted to present to someone about where the bot and the experience would look like. This is a public site that you can go ahead and ask the same questions as you're testing your bot. So again, in this video is just simply how to create your first custom Copilot. We show you how to create a new Copilot, test it. We made a couple of changes to some topics, and then I showed you how to access the demo website. That concludes this video on how to building out your first Copilot. Thank you so much for your time and attention, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video real soon.